YouTube? Thank you for clicking on this video. If you're new here, my name is Ari. I'm a licensed esthetician. I make videos about beauty and skincare, so if you're into that kind of thing, then make sure you subscribe. Today's video is another makeup related video, and this one is going to be about my eyebrows, how I fill them in, and how I get them to look like this. My eyebrows have been like a journey over the years. Naturally, like if I never did anything to them, they're very thick. So this is me, like I do wax them myself. This is what they look like after I wax them myself and how I fill them in with the brow products. I did also recently get a new brow routine, which is why I wanted to show you guys because I started using it and I've been super happy with the product so far. Like anything, brows go through trends, so I will put some like reference pictures somewhere around here just to show you guys kind of what style brow I'm going for and what look I'm going for, just because I know like really big feathery ones are really popular right now, and honestly I like them on a lot of people, just not myself, so I am going to show you what look I'm going for. And other than that, if you are interested in seeing how I fill in my eyebrows, then keep watching. Hey, so we are up close and personal for my eyebrow routine. I always just start with a spoolie and I just brush the hairs out just to make sure that everything is in its place. I did get my brows waxed recently. Well, not get them done. I did wax my brows recently, so they're like pretty clean and in shape right now. So I always just start off by doing that. And the first brow product that I use, this is absolutely key. This is the Benefit Brow. Mine is in the shade 5, so you just take this, take that off, pop that there, and then it opens. I originally thought that this was a pomade when I got it. It's a cream gel, which honestly works way better than a pomade because pomades get really dry, like especially the Anastasia Beverly Hills like brow pomade. I remember everybody used that and like it was just dark and thick and it dried really bad for like the amount you spend on a product. Like you don't want it to dry up after a couple of weeks or whatever. So I just take that and then I take a little bit on the brush. This brush is tiny, which is so much easier for like precise application, but this is how I do my brows. This is how I swear by doing it right. We're gonna get started. The first thing you want to make sure is when you're filling in your brows, draw this line first. So you literally want to start like this and make that bottom line first. That's all you're gonna do, just like that. And then get more product as you need it. I'm getting some more product and I'm going to fill the tail in. The reason I do it like this is because the tail is the part that you do want to be dark. The reason people's brows look boxy is because they dip their brush in the product and then they go right to the front of the brow. That puts way too much product in the front that you don't need all that up there. Where you want the product is like from here on and on the tail. So that's what I'm doing. I have product right here and I'm just going to fill in my tail. I start from the bottom like this, and then I go back at the top and draw that other line in. And as I'm going down, I'm just going to fill in the middle like this. Just like that. So see the difference from this one to this one? You can see. And see how this is darker than my eyebrows? Like naturally, like they're more thin over here, but it doesn't look like crazy boxy or anything like that yet. So that is how you do that line, and then you do the tail, and then I'm getting some more product on the brush, and I'm going to fill in my like top of my brow, but I'm going to start from the beginning with lighter strokes. I'm not from the beginning. I'm going to start from like the middle, like here, and fill out here, and then I'm going to do the second half of the front, just like this. So got it like this. See how this is filled in, this isn't. Missed a little spot right there. And then I'm going to go in and fill in the front. And then when I get to the very front, I'm going to almost flick up and fan it out. Again, the reason that you do this is so that you don't have that like boxy kind of fake drawn on looking eyebrow. You want to make sure that you're flicking the brush and that by the time you do the front of your brow right here, there's not that much product on it anymore. That's like the main thing that people mess up, is you have way too much product on the front of your eyebrows. And then once that's done, I'm just going to fill in kind of just like this little spot right here that I missed a little bit, and just basically use the rest of the product on the brush. Now that that's done, I'm just taking that same spoolie and I'm just going to brush it out a little bit just to make sure there's no like clumps or anything in it. So look at how much better like this looks than this. Just going to appreciate that for a second. And then I'm going to do my other eyebrow with the exact same technique that I just talked about. I got a little bit of product right here, so I'm just going to wipe that off with a Q-tip. And then same thing I did with this eyebrow, I'm just going to brush it out a little bit with the spoolie just to make sure there's no like leftover product. And then I'm also going to take the Q-tip and just clean up like that line a little bit underneath. Now, I of course have my face makeup done. I don't really like draw like an outline with concealer or anything like that. I feel like as long as you're precise enough with the products you're using, that's kind of an unnecessary step. But if you were going to like draw out your brows with concealer, at this point is when you would do it. And then I'm just taking a little bit with the spoolie just to get off a little bit of the product up in the front just so it doesn't look boxy. And then the last part of my brow routine is, this is the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. This is also in the shade 5. Yep, this is 5. I don't know why I never used a brow gel or setter before, honestly. There's no reason that I didn't, but honestly, once I started using it, I noticed how much better my makeup looked and lasted. It just helps make sure that, like, your product doesn't move. You put all this time and effort into, like, making sure that your brows are perfect, all the product is placed perfect, that you want your hairs to stay in place. And I like the brush a lot for this one because, again, it's a really nice formula that holds in place, but then that little brush, it's like a little tiny mascara wand, will get out any of like brow product that you don't want left in the hairs. And that is it. I just put on some lipstick and I did the rest of my eye makeup, but that is my eyebrow routine. If you use these products, make sure you comment them down below. If you have any brow favorites that you absolutely swear by, make sure you leave those in the comments too. And other than that, I'll see you in my next video.